I always record my videos here. I wish I could do it in another place, but I can't find a place to place the cell phone in a way that it did not fall. In a way that it don't fall. That's okay, I will start the video even so. Hi everyone! Welcome to another video of mine. Yeah, this is, I don't know, I think it's the second video of the week. No, I think this week I haven't recorded video. But anyway, the thing is that I'm here again. I'm not letting you feel, I'm not letting you miss me because I'm being very often here recording videos. Yes, I'm appearing very much. I'm coming out very much. So this video is destined to talk about a little bit about my week, how this week has been going. So it's a wrap up video. I still don't know how to use this word very much, but I think it means something that it's to sum up, yeah, to finish something. So to wrap up this week, I would like to talk with someone about it, and in this case is with you, my followers, if I can say that. But anyway, let me start by saying how am I feeling physically. The flu, I think it's flu, how is it called? The flu tried to get me. So my throat started to be swollen and it made me I forgot the name of it, but my throat at the beginning of the week started to be swollen, so I was feeling very uncomfortable speaking, and I didn't need it to be speaking to feel uncomfortable, this area here, to feeling this area uncomfortable. So it was pretty tough, and I don't know what am I laughing at, but anyway, this side of the news is kind of not breathing correctly, but it's consequence of the flu. But I fortunately could get rid of it because I started a treatment with some medicines so quick that I could stop it from getting to me and to make me feel more bad than I was. But anyway, I feel myself very better in comparison to the beginning of the week. So I'm in the way to get better and to be 100% healthy. Okay, another thing that I have to talk about you, and that isn't new, is that I'm watching Hannah Montana on Disney Plus. Hannah Montana is a very famous sitcom, one of the most famous sitcoms of Disney Channel, and I know that I'm not that this is not new, but I'm starting to finish all the series, all the seasons, just like I did with my two favorite sitcoms of Disney, which was That's So Raven and the Zack and Cody, The Sweet Life on Deck, introducing, starring Zack and Cody. Yes, and by far I'm enjoying it. It's a good kind of humor, sometimes kind of obvious, but I'm liking it. I like Hannah. I thought Miley Cyrus at that period was so pretty, so pretty. I loved her at that time, and I have no doubt that if I was a teenager at that time, I would have been fan of Hannah Montana. I would feel like going to her concerts, even though this was not possible because I don't live in the United States, as everybody knows. But I would be a very huge fan of Hannah Montana songs, I think. But we don't have to have 100% certain about things that we didn't live. But I think this. And I also like her brother, which I think it's also funny, who I think is also funny, and also her father, He has a kind of a sarcastic humor that I like, and for me, it should works well with. It must have worked out with the adult audience of the show, because we all know that Disney was not so focused in the children or in the kids audience. It's also for the family. So there are also characters with a humor that parents would like to would enjoy also if they watch. Anyway, another thing that I would like to say is that this week I've been diving to a plan of making myself cry on cue, because I'll be playing the Virgin Mary in the Passion of Christ plague that will be happening at the end of this month here in my city. So I'll be playing Virgin Mary, and I'll have to cry hard in some scenes. For example, in the part that her husband will die, who is Saint Joseph, and in the part that his son will die too, Jesus. Although we know that um he will survive, that he will, what's the word, survive, yeah. I forgot the name of it, but the restoration, it involves restoration, but I forgot the verb that it's relates to resurrection. So yeah, but I have to cry, and I've been diving into some techniques that have helped me by far, but I still have to practice on them. And there is one thing that I've learned, that is to not don't push, okay? Don't push the feeling, because if you push it, you won't cry. So you have to be relaxed, not thinking in crying. It's kind of ironic, but if you don't think and cry, it has more chances that you will be emotion enough, well, emotion enough to cry. So yeah, is this another thing that I'd be like to talking? Yeah, I studied this week too, because I'm studying hard too, because I have to pass on some exams to get into the college, and I have faith that I will. But sometimes it's not always it's not always easy, of course. It's not easy, to be honest, but there are moments that we think that it should be easier, but it is not. So we always have to put a bigger effort on it. Yes. I have to buy a new notebook for me, because I don't have a notebook to take notes of the subject that I'm studying. So this is also some that can get me in trouble in terms of memorizing. It's not good. I have to buy this notebook as soon as possible. And let me see another thing that I should share with you. Oh, sure. I've read a book 2 days ago. I finished a book that is very short, but it's very good, and it's called the night the night. Oh my god, let me remember. The knight stuck in a rusty armor. It talks about a knight that is stuck in his armor, because of his he's so much proud of himself, in not in a good way. So he doesn't even listen to his wife, to his son. He's very arrogant sometimes, and he's so arrogant and thinks that he's the best knight of the world, that he simply don't take off his armor anymore. One day he realizes that the armor don't come off him anymore, even when he tries it. So it's a huge problem. So good, so big, that he has to look for help with Merlin, the wizard, yeah, the wizard Merlin, and with another help of two animals, which is a pigeon and a squirrel. Or is either a squirrel or a chipmunk. I think it's a squirrel because it's more. I think it's more easy to see a squirrel in a forest than a chipmunk's. My opinion here. Of course, I've never seen a squirrel, neither a chipmunk. But this book is so good because it makes you know more about self knowledge. You know, to know you better, to know what is inside you, to reflect this in your outside. So I like it very much. This book, very, very, very much. And of course, another thing that I would like to discuss is that I've been practicing my English. Sometimes I also get tricked in some words, stuck it into some words too. But I am here to see some improvements in comparison with my past videos. And of course, in the next video I'll be better because this is life's progress. We always get better and better with the time, but I'll never know it if I don't register my my development. So is this? I have installed an app called textbook no flashcards. Yeah, an app for flashcards that has helped me to stick some words in mind, and this is very useful. As you know, it's a very technique, very much useful in learning a new language. So I've enjoying so much this app. It's kind of it's kind of boring because you have to put the words and the meaning, and you have to do this all the time because obviously the app has not the words ready for you there because it has not how to do if you it hasn't to it can know if you know some words or not, you know. It's simply something that you have to put on the app. So is this my English not that good? It's have passed about 12 minutes. Yeah. Tomorrow is Saturday, and oh, of course, another new. I was invited to be part of a movie that will be recording here in my city. That's awesome. I've always wanted to have been part of a movie. I always wanted to have to be part of a movie. I've been part of some place, and now it's time to be of a movie. I was invited very much months ago, but as I couldn't relate to the philosophy of the movie, which was the genre scary. No, not scary. Horror. Yeah, it was a scary movie. I don't like scary movies, so I would not feel great being part of it as actress of a scary movie. But I'll be part of this. It will be very slight. I will be uh, not a character, but I will be just in a band. You know, I'll not be the main character. I will be only part of a scene, a particular scene. You know, it will be kind of fast, I imagine. But for me, it's good because for me, what matters is to be part of it. And I know that some next opportunities, will be happen in the future. At least I hope so. And I'm very excited for that. If I'm not mistaken, the first meeting about this movie will be tomorrow, and I'll be going with my brother if everything runs well until there. Sunday, as usual, I have rehearsal. I've learned a word for rehearsal, another word that I can replace for rehearsal, which is even more easier to be used. That is dry run. So at Sundays we have a dry run of the play. Dry run is even more easier to pronounce, to say, to remember because I don't know. I don't know correctly how to pronounce rehearsal. Rehearsal. Dry run. It's a way better. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's already 50 minutes. Uh, I speak so fast sometimes, and I don't know if the speech will end up being good. I'll see you. I will see it at the end of the video. So bye bye. See you next time, guys. I was really expecting me to say to be speaking a little bit slower, but you know, it's something that I really can have to work on because my speech is it's something very me. It's so stick it on me. I have to really hark on this. So bye bye.